Hey everyone! Right, I just wanted to make a quick video just because if you've been following my journey, I've been doing an 80-day program which has been workout 6 days a week and sometimes nutrition. And tomorrow is day 75, so this is the last week of the program. And to be honest, I've got really mixed feelings. Like when I started the program, my anxiety and my attitude towards food was not very good at all. I was battling with my stomach issues and not wanting to eat, and then making sure that I did eat something, but kind of a lot of the foods I had no appetite for them, and so my nutrition around the Christmas time hasn't been the best. And so when I started this program and it gave me the concept of time nutrition, it was really kind of anxiety provoking. It's 6 meals a day. They're small portions throughout the day, but at the same time, that was 6 meals, and that was a lot of food, which all seemed kind of overwhelming. But I was adamant that I was going to do this program and do it as has been promoted and see where it goes. And to be honest, kind of, I can't believe the journey that I've been on, and how kind of from the start to now, the difference it's made. But what I want to do is kind of have this final week is all about it's called Deepen week. So basically, we're cutting out fruit and we're cutting out carbohydrates for the week, just to give our bodies that final push throughout the workouts, and just to kind of get the best results possible just for this last week. This last week isn't a long-term diet plan. The rest of the nutrition plan, the time nutrition, has really kind of targeted certain nutritions throughout the day and having the right combinations of foods at the right time, particularly the proteins and the carbohydrates. And kind of this is because our bodies have these waves of muscle protein synthesis, and it's kind of allows your body to take advantage of those. And that is why kind of this program in particular that I've been doing is so descriptive. There are lots of other programs that aren't as descriptive as this, and so if you like the flexibility of protein, then there are them options. But kind of I really wanted to go for this and kind of really challenge me physically and mentally. So in phase 2, we then had the refeed days. So that was kind of, it wasn't a cheat day, but it was increasing the glycogen in our muscles and kind of giving us a bit stronger mental and physical clarity, ready to kind of keep going and doing more workouts. So then this final week, this deplete week, we were cutting out of the carbohydrates and the fruits. And kind of, I was thinking, what am I going to eat? Those kind of foods are the ones that I have been dominant in my diet, and it's cutting down on my portion size because they're gone. And but what's happened is there's an additional meal into the day. So although those have gone, I've got an additional meal of a veg and some protein to put into my day this week. So I was kind of doing a lot of reading around kind of nutrition and vegetables and what foods would be best for me to eat that would be filling, so that I'm not kind of in a bad mood all week because I'm a bit hungry. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd just pop on and kind of go through it and just let you know kind of what foods, because I was really interested actually in kind of what foods there were that were more filling than others. So kind of this week, what I've done is I've introduced pistachio nuts, because pistachio nuts are the lowest kind of calorie of the nuts that we can get, so we're allowed more of them, so therefore they're a bit more filling. I've put in a lot of water-based vegetables, so this is things like carrots, cabbage, courgette. What else is there? Broccoli. The celery is there, but I don't like celery, so I'm not doing that. But because they're all water-based and there's a lot of water in them, they're very filling and they're low in calories. So hopefully they'll keep me fuller for longer. Greek yogurt, it's kind of twice the protein of a regular yogurt. And you know, you can add fruit, you can add nuts, you can add bits and bobs to it. Obviously, I won't be adding fruit this week, but I've made a delicious clean eating chocolate dessert with the Greek yogurt. And so kind of I'll put a blog on with the recipe so that you can have a look at that this week, because I've had a little sneaky taste of it today and it was delicious that I've prepared. Salmon. I've got salmon throughout the week because salmon is a great, excellent source of protein for us, and is full of omega-3s, and obviously we all know that omega-3s really supports us in helping to lose weight. So that's a really good source of protein that we are able to eat, and so I've put that in quite a few days within my plan just so that kind of I've got that fill me up. Hummus. Hummus is made of chickpeas, as we all know, but it's full of protein again, and it's a fraction of the calories of like dips, like which might be mayonnaise based, or they're like full of sour cream. So it's a much better option. And I'm a massive fan of peanut butter. If you follow, particularly on Instagram stories, I'm a big fan of peanut butter. But I've been reading around, and almond butter is apparently a better butter to fill you up. So you don't need as much than you do with peanut butter to feel satisfied. And there's a lot more fibre and calcium in almond butter than there is in peanut butter for the same amount. So it'll keep me satisfied for longer, fingers crossed. And also kind of, I don't eat bread because with being gluten-free, just the bread doesn't appeal to me. But I was also reading around you can have whole grain bread, and whole grain bread obviously is much more fuller of fibre. And you know, it takes longer to break down in the body, and therefore leaves you fuller for longer. And another one that I was reading about was raspberries, and how raspberries, kind of like 1 cup of raspberries has 8 grams of fibre. So you can fill up, and to be honest, like I put them in my superfood shake quite a lot because they're such a good food to help with your digestion and everything. Like I've had no problem at all with since January to now in relation to having a bad stomach. There's been, I think there was one day last week where my stomach was bloated, but these small correct combination of foods throughout the day, my stomach has settled. I have not had any stomach cramps, any stomach pains. That, you know, it has absolutely transformed my energy levels. I am full of energy. You know, if you're following me, you'll see I'm up early on in the mornings doing my workouts, and I'm still going to bed at the same time, and I'm full of energy through the day. You know, I'm not tired. I'm not grumpy. You know, it has totally transformed who I am as a person, just because I'm so full of energy. And actually, I think a lot of it has got to do with how it's impacted on my stomach, and how my stomach used to impact on a lot of things within my daily life. And you know, the nutrition side of this program has just been unbelievable. Don't get me wrong, kind of at the beginning it was hard work, and you know, trying to think of the combinations of foods and having different meals, you know, but I do spend like an hour or two on a Sunday preparing the meals. And then through the week, it's no bother. So yeah, you've got to spend that time on a weekend and prepare your meal. But apart from that, the rest of it, you know, it's all sorted for the rest of the week. You don't have to worry about it. But I just wanted to kind of come on and just explain the nutrition and explain kind of what foods are really good to eat when you're hungry, and if you're trying to lose weight, and if you're trying to cut down, kind of fill up on those foods that I've mentioned. And it will really help you, kind of, because they're low in calories, they're good in nutrition, and you'll be able to, it'll help support you on the way to losing weight. So I hope this has been useful, and if you've got any questions, just let me know. See you later.